Greeting comrades, time has come for another video. Well, my regular viewers are probably upset now because I'm beating the dead horse once again. Never over. Because I have made videos like that before with absolute negative nuclear backlash. Hey, but I have played this game consistently over the years, putting respective amount of hours on clock. That make me forget. Most of you never play the game and you are under influence of some Pepega YouTubers. This time, I will try to explain everything properly with details so everyone will understand. Over the years, game give me a lot of fun and reignite my passion for MMO. I want this game to success and become one of the big three in MMO market. Unfortunately, I believe as it stands today, it have no chance until we as a community pressure Amazon for changes. I hope after watching this video, you will understand what led to downfall of Japanese and Russian servers, and how we can save this game on West.
Hey, what is this lunatic talking about? Game is massive success on Korean region, breaking online records every year since its release. How it can fail, lol.
Before I will answer this question, let me ask you one. What's the most popular first-person shooter game in the world? Counter-Strike? Call of Duty? No. It's Crossfire. Game you have probably never heard of. Absolutely massive in Asian market, beating all the Western franchises, alright? By the way, Crossfire was developed by Smilegate, what is also a Lost Ark developer. If you want to know more about it, you can watch this documentary video made by Jack Frags.
Dude, please, who cares about some trash FPS? 77777777.
Dungeon Fighter Online, released in 2005, $15 billion revenue since release. Have anime and manga based on the game, and the name is The King's Avatar. On summertime we are expecting the fighting game spin-off of Dungeon Fighter to hit the market on PlayStation 5. There is also Project Barbecue, that is like, I don't know, enhanced version of the game, I don't know more details about it. Over 700 million created accounts. Different reports saying from 3 million to 5 million active players worldwide.
Meanwhile,
Alright, major stone shield potions should be...
Only once in my life has a video game ever moved me to tears. That was a couple of years ago in a video game called Rhyme, and it's not because I'm a heartless, soulless, cold machine. It's just that, for the most part, video game stories...
Down! I will never serve!
And also, how could she have betrayed him at the end of the fucking Sanctum of Domination if she was being controlled literally by him unless he let it happen?
I think that perfect MMO not only need to be mechanically engaging, it also need great story for players to care about. While you're waiting for next expansion, players can engage various activities like cosplay, fan arts, lore discussion. Generating content, keep game alive and bring new players to the table that may be not familiar with the title, but just read or see some, nice pictures. This also builds some kind of emotional investment and attachment for the game. So it's very important. Now let's examine the short summary of Lost Ark storyline. First, you start the prologue that tells you more about your class and its origins. You engage with Beatrice that give you mission to find shattered parts of Ark that are hidden around the world. First chapter tell you story about Lutheran kings and Prince Cillian. Second chapter, you are visiting Elemental Temple and land of Mokokos. Third chapter, tell you story about Anik, place based on Vuxia novel and martial arts. Fourth chapter is about Anternite, place inspired by steampunk genre, origin of hunter class. Fifth chapter tell you story about Bern continent. Sixth chapter is about abolishing slavery in Frozen Shushaire, origin of warrior class. Class awakening story quest that unlock your special skill and tell you more about your class. Now it's time to complete 15 side story chained quest and break the barrier guarding the Rotendel Sea. 7th chapter is about Elven Kingdom Rohendel, origin of magician class. Second awakening quest that show us some past story of priest Aman. Side story quest where we remove the curse from one of Rotendel guardians. Eighth chapter of the story brings us to dwarf kingdom called Yorn. Now we learn the story about Mystic, the dragon guardian who got corrupted by dark magic and betrayed the forces of Akrasia. Bern is attacked by Abyssal Dragon Kaishur and we face it with Knight Adel. Ninth chapter move us to Phaeton, what is origin of assassin class. Time has come to awaken one of your strongest allies, Ninaf. And finally, the 10th chapter of the story is Papunica, land of woman, aesthetically based on Hawaii Islands. Great, so now let's look how Lost Ark will come to the West. Character prologue is removed. Shushaire is no longer part of main story questline and can be skipped. Class awakening quest is cut down to 1 minute. 15 side story chain quest is removed from the game. Second awakening story quest is cut down and can be skipped with boosting. Rotendel Guardian is no longer part of Dungeon Attunement. Mystic Dragon is removed from the game. Abyssal Kaijur Dragon is removed from the game. Ninav Awakening storyline is no longer part of Dungeon Attunement. Well, you may ask how it happened. Well, the answer is simple. Amazon chose client version that was built for 3-year-old Korean server. Over there, no one care about story anymore. So they compress 1 year of questing into 2 weeks experience leading straight to the Papunica. Most of the skipped stories can still be manually accessed via visiting various islands, but how the fuck new players will know chronological order of this mess? now let's talk about progression that start on 10th chapter of the story, also known as Papunica. The exact time of progression is determined by how much alts you can pull off and frequency of released content on the server. So let's go, my friends. First, we complete the story of Papunica and then farm some Chaos Dungeon for blue set. After that, we go for higher tier Chaos Dungeon and we upgrade blue set to purple set. Now it's time to challenge Void Dungeons, Aurea Heart. The final boss name is Albion. We upgrading the Albion set what have some statistic to plus 15 and we challenge Argos. From phase 1 we build base Argos set and we challenge phase 2 and then phase 3. After completing phase 2 and phase 3 of Argos, we recraft our basic Argos set with bonus for Abyss bosses to the crit chance or crit damage. With that set, we are finally able to challenge Commander Raid. So, we challenging first Commander Raid, the name is Valtan, okay? Hard mode. After Valtan hard mode is complete, we complete some parts of the red set and we challenge next Commander Raid. Name is Commander of Lust Biakis. After we kill Commander Biakis for like month or maybe 6 weeks, now we got full set ready, artifact one. So time it to upgrade it. To upgrade it, we go doing the Cook Satan, the clown. We killing the clown, boom, and we upgrading the set. Congratulations, we are on the final boss Arbelshot. Estimated time of completion is about 7 to 10 months, depends on your, passion. So now, upgrading scheme for people who are like 4 or 5 months late into the tier 3 expansion. The moderators switching the Pepega switch. Pepega's mode is activated. Various boosts are introduced into the game. Due to cheap materials and boosts, you no longer need to complete Albion set. At 1370, that is Chaos set plus 15, you can just buy Argos set from the marketplace. It should not be really expensive. Then you upgrade it and progress to do the commander raids. And from that part of the game, the easy mode is no longer active. You play as the regular other players. But the Aldun Geons are nerfed and are already released, so you're progressing even faster than people what were time gated due to content release. Because you have access to all dungeons at once. Depends on your farming determination and passion, it will take you 3 to 6 months time to reach final boss Arbelshut. But you may ask, what is happening when you have too much money burning in your pocket? So I'm here to tell you. First, you going to Papunica, you do the story quest, you boost, then you do house dungeon, and the house dungeon set you drop, you upgrade it to plus 15, and that give you access to Argos set. You buy whole Argos set, you upgrade it to plus 25, you go sprinkle some gems on top, and congratulations, you finish the game. You have access to all dungeons. And this Argos set may not have the best statistics, but your raw upgrade and numbers kill everything. And it take you 1 day. Hehe.
Ding dong! Question time!
What is the best way to play Lost Ark? A. Play the game. B. AFK and FAP. C. Go to work.
Lost Ark offers multiple upgrade mechanics that push your character forwards. Today, we will look on the main one, which is gear upgrading. Gear can be upgraded up to plus 25. To upgrade your equipment, you need these 5 ingredients: blue or red enchant crystals, citrine diamonds, arctus crystals, sapphires, shards to fill your experience bar, and some gold. I don't want to go into great details, so for this experiment we'll look only on the citrine diamonds. Here is the list how much citrine diamonds you can collect per week from single character. Upgrading one piece of armor to maximum costs on average 8,150 citrine diamonds. As we have 5 armor pieces, this number needs to be multiplied by 5, leaving us with 40,750 citrine diamonds that need to be collected. On top of that, we need to also add the weapon, that is a bit more expensive and come with the cost 11,900 citrines on average. Maxing out your whole equipment will cost 50,650 citrines on average. This number may be slightly higher or lower depending on your RNG. So, if you want to achieve max upgrade playing single character, it will take you 160 weeks. That's translates to 2 years and 10 months. But you should not forget about your alt characters. Unfortunately, only citrines that are color-coded green on chart are transferable to your main character. White ones are character bound to your alt character and cannot be traded. That leaves us with around 85 citrines per week. Please note that to harvest your alt characters you need to upgrade them first. So yes, technically you can get everything by playing, but before you maxed out your character, game will introduce new patch rendering your current set obsolete. As free-to-play player, you will never max out your character.
People of the Commonwealth, do not interfere. Our intentions are peaceful.
So the time has come to give some good and bad points for our New World friends. Let's start with the good ones. There is a lot of communication coming from AGS. Massive content is available start from the launch. Game is on Steam and don't need any extra fancy launchers. And now some bad ones. Translation is made by apes. Inserting political agenda to score some walk points. Censorship. Keeping all pay-to-win mechanics from Asia. Introducing cut-down version of the game designed for 3-year-old server since launch. Poor voiceover compared to other regions. So, as you can see, my friends, in my opinion, as long as spending money and semi-asking would be the best way to progress in Lost Ark, it will never take off in the West. Thank you for watching, I hope you like it. And see you next time.